welcome. Yo, what is up, y'all? Hello, hello. It is your girl. We vibing, y'all. Roast up a pumpkin with me. Hey, hey. Everything you want it to be. Hey. Roast up a pumpkin with me. Hey, hey. Everything you want it to be. Hey, roast up a pumpkin with me. Hey, everything you want it to be. Hey, y'all, we are gonna be roasting up some pumpkins. I'm gonna be adding in some carrot, and we're gonna be vibing out. Roasting some pumpkins with me. Hey, everything you want it to be. Come on, roasting some pumpkins with me. All right, y'all. So we're gonna be roasting up some pumpkin. And I use pumpkin all the time, all year long. And what's great about the recipe I'm gonna show you all today is you can actually freeze it or store it in the refrigerator, or if you're into jarring, you can do that too. And this recipe, you're allowed to just experience and express yourself in whatever way you see fit. So add in your favorite spices, seasonings, whatever oil, or even like vegetable broth that you like to use. But most importantly, get yourself some pumpkin, because 'tis the season to get cooking with some pumpkin. All right, y'all, so we're gonna be roasting these up, and I'm gonna add in some carrot. You can also add in sweet potato. First thing, we've got to wash out our pumpkin. Make sure it's nice and clean. We're not gonna be using the skin, but if you do like to use the skin, you can do that as well. I'm not gonna be using the skin today, but I still wanna make sure it's nice and clean so that I don't got none of that extraness going on the outside. Okay. Roasting a pumpkin with me. Everything you want it to be. Roasting a pumpkin with me. Everything you want it to be. All right, so there's different ways that you can roast up pumpkin. Somebody told me that you can actually put it in a crock pot, but this is my favorite way to do it because, you know, not everybody can afford a crock pot, but, you know, if you have a kitchen, you probably have an oven or even a stove top. So there's different ways that you can cut into pumpkin. So what I'm doing right now is I am just chopping down 1/2 side right there, just like that. Be careful, don't hurt yourself when you do this now. Boom, just like that. Go slow, okay? Because she is firm, all right? And make sure you don't have any fingers that can get hurt by the knife, okay? Keep those fingers away from that sharp blade. And like I said, go slow, y'all. Take your time. We don't gotta rush with no pumpkin. Now I'm gonna actually chop the other side too. That way I create kind of like a weak point in the pumpkin, just like that. And carefully pull out my blade and then create a nice little slit again. Like I said, make sure your hands are not near that sharp part of that blade because you don't want to hurt yourself, child. All right, so I'm creating a weak point in that middle right there. So let me make sure where the other piece is. Ah, there she goes. There she glows. Make her meet right there. Chop into it. Yes, girl. All right. Now's the moment. Ah! Break apart. Yes, girl. Break apart, girl. There we go. Ooh. Now let's have her come apart. Oh, snap. Look at that beautiful pumpkin. You can also use squash too, y'all. If you can't find any pumpkin around, use squash. Now we're actually going to do something with these seeds. So let me get a little bowl, and that way we can roast up our seeds for a cute little snack, y'all. All right, so we're gonna be taking these out, and the best way to do this is get yourself some hot boiling water with some salt in there, and we're going to use that to make sure we get all that pulp off, all that excess pulp. You wanna make sure that you remove any of that excess pulp, because if you bake it, it's gonna kind of burn, and you don't want it to burn like that when you're cooking up these delicious little treats. I remember my family used to eat pumpkin seeds all the time, because in Haitian cuisine, we actually use pumpkin, squash, pretty decent amount. There's a soup joumou, or a Haitian pumpkin soup, which is what you you celebrate with it on Independence Day, January 1st, y'all. So about 2 years ago, I did a recipe on that one. She was real cute. I still make it. And this is the kind of puree that you can use for recipes like that. You can also use this puree for desserts, for baking. You can replace eggs with this puree. There's tons of different stuff, and you know she is healthy too, y'all. Come on, you know pumpkin is good for your body, spirit, and soul. And now is the time to start getting into some pumpkin. So as you can see, I've removed all of my seeds, just like that, my loves. Check it out, check it out. And what I'm gonna do is I have all of these nice ooey gooey, delicious, soon to be delicious seeds, and I'm actually gonna pop these into some hot boiling water with salt, and we're gonna get all that excess pulp off of there. So let me do that over here. There she goes. Yes. Oh, I see you working, girl. I see you doing your thing. I love it. Beautiful. All right, we're gonna let those simmer and cook and get all hot and bubbly and boiling and beautiful. And while that's doing that over there, we are going to skin and chop our pumpkin. Now, I've already cut it into 2 pieces, but I also want to make sure that I chop this into smaller pieces because that way it's easier to work around. So first, chop in the middle, boom. We're gonna chop this into half, and just like that. I like that piece right there. I'm gonna chop it into half again, like that, and that should be a pretty good, decent piece I can work with. So I'm gonna work with those pieces, and then I'm gonna work with pieces about that big, like that. And a little pumpkin goes a long way, y'all, especially if you are also utilizing carrots, which I have right here. Carrots are great because they last in the refrigerator for a very long time, and they have a nice little sweet flavor too. So I'm gonna be using half of my pumpkin today, and then I'm gonna be using the rest for carrots. So let's get out, where is my little scraper thing I was using? I think I had it out. Where is my skinner? I have found my dear skinner. Now, I don't even know if that's the proper term for it. What is this technically called? A razor? I guess, yeah, it's some form of a razor. But anyways, as you can see, I am taking off the skin. You can also boil your pumpkin to do this, to remove the skin. You don't have to do it this way. There's so many different ways, y'all. Google will be your best friend. I remember my family, they loved boiling pumpkin. That was their absolute favorite way to cook with it. For me, I'm big on the roasting. I love roasting it in different ways, whether it be like keeping the skin on and roasting it, or also, you know, cutting it into little cubes, or also just chopping it into big pieces to blend up. There's so many different things that you can do with pumpkin. You can also stuff a pumpkin with some cute ingredients as well, my loves. So I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and ask me any questions if you have any. Make sure I can see my questions on YouTube really quick. Let's see, all messages. All right, there we go, boom, now I can see what's happening there. All right, hello, welcome, yes. What are we making? We are roasting up some pumpkin today, and I haven't decided what I'm gonna do with the pumpkin just yet. Recently, I made a really good sweet potato, spicy noodle bowl, and it was so dang delicious, y'all. I mean, the noodles alone, I just wanna eat every day. They're actually sweet potato noodles, and they're glass noodles. Let me know if you've ever cooked with glass noodles before, because they're one of my favorite gluten-free noodles. They don't have a ton of protein or like vitamins and minerals in them as much as like lentil pasta or chickpea pasta. But if you're looking for that long, luscious, you know, kind of like ramen noodle vibe or udon noodle, ooh, y'all, they are so good. So if you need anything like that, there's always a way. Rice noodles are great too. What I found with rice noodles, the only problem is sometimes you can overcook them and they get kind of like soggy. I found with sweet potato noodles, the glass noodles, they don't tend to get that soggy, even if you leave it in the broth for a little bit of time. So there we go. There is part of our sweet potato, or a pumpkin. This ain't no sweet potato. There we go. Now I got 2 other pieces. And like I said, you can keep the skin on if you really want to. I don't feel like doing that today because I'm already cooking with the seeds today. But you can also add this into a vegetable broth. Like if you have extra pieces of your carrots left over or any vegetables lying around, make yourself a nice hearty vegetable broth with some chili flakes, add in a little bit of agave or maple syrup, some bay leaves, fresh herbs. Y'all see I got my fresh herbs in the background. All right, so I answered what we were making today. You look so pretty. You look so pretty. Welcome. Welcome. This is a pretty place to be, my love. Here we make pretty food, and we say pretty words, we sing pretty songs, and we say a lot of pretty important truth. You know what I'm saying? I got you. Okay, somebody asked me when I first went plant-based vegan. So back in 2011, I decided, I was like, you know what? I'm done with this whole like hating my body, counting calories. Like I was doing a lot of like, you know, just overthinking. I was like obsessed with food, obsessed with counting calories and stuff like that. And it was not healthy for my mental space. So I decided, I was like, you know what? I heard a little voice and it said, girl, go vegan. And I said, what? I heard about that, but you know, everything I saw from about veganism up till that point was like hating on vegans. Of course, this was 2011. This was a different time, y'all. Some of y'all was still children back then, or some of y'all might have not even been born back then. But anyways, back then it was like, oh, vegans are skinny, they eat rabbit food, they're definitely not black. And then I started like doing a little bit of research and finding out like where the food from Africa comes from, the food that my ancestors eat, traditional Haitian cuisine, started thinking about it just a little bit more. And I also had examples, like my dad, he had eaten like plant-based before, and he had spoken about it and sustainability. And so I was attracted to the idea. I just had no idea exactly what it meant. So I watched a bunch of documentaries. I saw a bunch of people heal their bodies, people who had like diabetes, who were like on the brink of losing limbs. It was crazy. And I was like, oh my goodness, I can heal myself. So true. I heard that when I first went going vegan. Yes, there's a lot of things you hear when you first, you know, start to try something different. Not just about eating vegan, but you know, people will always try to bring others down. And I think the only reason they do that, honestly, is because they want to be lifted up. Like in their spirit and soul, they want that energy. They want to have the ability to be like, you know what? I'm gonna create something for myself. I'm gonna do for myself. I'm going to see if I can make this world a better place. But unfortunately, there's fear kind of blocking them from going fully into whatever they want to do. So the easier thing to do is kind of to bring people down and hope that they quit. So, you know, don't let nobody stop you, whether it be, you know, you're trying to work out more, you're trying to, you know, just get fit, you're trying to just live a healthier life. Don't let nobody stop you, whether it be your family, your friends. Don't let them be like, oh girl, we're not gonna do that no more, okay? You gotta eat this, you gotta eat that. You have agency over your own body. You can choose what goes into your body, my loves. And some of the best things to go into your body just so happen to be the colors of the rainbow. Red for your heart, ain't orange for your eyes. Yellow for skin, ain't no surprise. Green for digestion, purple memory. Rainbow makes you feel free, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, the rainbow makes you feel free, honey, because it's so incredible that our eyes are attracted to the beautiful colors of the rainbow, and every single one of those vegetables, fruits, seeds, and nuts, they all got nutrients in there, y'all. You ever wonder why, like, across the board, every diet, whether it be like vegan, paleo, vegetarian, keto, have y'all noticed the theme? They all suggest eating a lot of vegetables, protein and a lot of vegetables. And what's beautiful about eating plant-based is, y'all, we getting our protein straight from the mother source, the earth. It's such an incredible thing when you recognize that, oh my snap, I can actually get my protein from the same place as where cows and chickens and pigs get their protein. So if they're obviously getting nice and juicy and big enough for some people to consume, then maybe I should eat some plants. So maybe I can get strong and big and juicy and all those things. But what's wonderful about eating plants is that they are low in all other things that meat has. They don't have carcinogens in there. They don't cause diabetes, y'all, high blood pressure. All that dissipates when you start ingesting more colorful rainbow foods, my loves, and start eating whole foods. Yes. All right, let's see. I am African. Yes. Well, people need to start sharing instead of keeping it only in the culture. Yes, y'all. Well, what's beautiful about being a resident of Mother Earth is we are all brothers and sisters. We are all a part of the oneness, the one culture, which is human race, human culture. Okay. All right. So now we're going to move on to chopping up our pumpkin pieces. Y'all see I took off all that skin while we were chit-chatting away. That was kind of fun. You can like multitask and do this at the same time. Now we're going to cut this into smaller pieces because it's going to be easier to work with. And this is kind of where you can choose. Do I want to save half of the pumpkin for maybe like some cubes? I want to cube it up. Do I want to roast this up? Maybe I want to fill this with something, make it really cool, like centerpiece, main course potential right there. Or do you want to blend it up into a puree, which is what we're going to be doing today. And the easiest way to do that is to chop this into rough cubes. It doesn't have to be anything perfect. Nobody's going to judge you for your cubes, for your chopping abilities. Don't judge yourself specifically, especially that. Especially since it's all going to get blended up anyways. And this is the fun part, y'all. You can make this pumpkin spice. You can make this a sweet puree. You can make this a salty puree. I'm going to be going more Chinese 5-spice, chili. That's kind of the vibe because that's what I love to eat and turn into like a soup broth. Oh, it's so easy to turn this into a broth, my loves. Whoop, there we go. Chop it into pieces. You know, you don't got to think too much about it because like I said, you just want it to be small enough that it's going to be easy to blend up. So now, once we have all of our potato in our baking dish right there, I'm gonna actually chop up some of my carrot as well. I have a lot of carrots here, y'all. I ain't gonna play games with it. I really like the carrot because if you wanna make the pumpkin last a while, you only have to use half of the pumpkin and the rest can be carrots, which are pretty inexpensive. If you're looking for a budget-friendly kind of soup base recipe, I got you right here, y'all. And it's gonna last a while too, in the refrigerator and the freezer. Now, like I said, you can add these into a nice little broth, a soup. You can cook these up, you can post these up and turn this into something as well. I'm gonna set these aside for right now. And I'm gonna chop these into pretty rough pieces. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect because we're literally just tossing it into our baking dish right there, y'all. Toss it in, we're gonna fit it into our recipe. You and me, making a recipe. You and me, cooking with Gabby. Yes, y'all, we are gonna be making this epic recipe. And if you are just now joining, we singing, we vibing, we dancing, and we are gonna be seasoning up our pumpkin and our carrot. Now, like I said, you can do a bunch of different stuff with this. I'm gonna be using some avocado oil. You can use vegetable broth as well. And just spray a decent amount all over because this is what's gonna help all that seasoning and spice stick to there. And then Chinese 5-spice. This is such a robust, flavorful, delicious ingredient that if you're looking for world cuisine, if you're looking for that good for that just dynamic flavor, that umami, right here, y'all, right here. All right, so add in a little bit of Chinese 5-spice, cinnamon, nutmeg, allspice, those things all work as well. Adding in no more than 2 teaspoons, you'll be just fine. Boom, oh, it smells so good. It's got clove in there, y'all. Ooh, it's got star anise in there. She cute with it, she real cute with it. All right, now let's give this a little mix. Let this mix around, and all that spice is gonna cook into there, y'all. It's gonna be so good. Cooking with spice, feeling nice. Cooking with spice, we're feeling nice. Cooking with spice, we're feeling nice. Cooking with spice, we're feeling right. Yeah, you know we're cooking with spice. You know we're cooking, you know we're cooking. with spice. Your girl Gabrielle is gonna make it happen. All right, so there we go. Everything is mixed together, and you can add a little bit more oil if you want to, but I'm trying to go a little bit less oil today. And we're gonna bake this at 430 degrees until that pumpkin and that carrot is soft enough for you to pierce it with a fork. So let's bake it up, y'all. Bake it up, bake it up. Okay. Oh snap, now what I have right here, y'all. Oh, and look how the orange, yo, I didn't even plan that. Y'all see how the orange matches, you know what I'm saying? The orange. I didn't even plan for none of that, y'all, but that's the way it's gonna be. All right, so what I've done is I've boiled up my pumpkin seeds. And the reason I've done this is because I want to make sure that these pumpkin seeds have none of the pulp on there. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm actually, where is, oh, there she glows, there she flows. I'm gonna grab my strainer right here. Y'all see I got a little strainer? I'm just gonna grab these pieces like this. There's a bunch of different ways you can do this, but this is the easiest way. I'm gonna do this right now, y'all. And let me get myself a little towel, and that way I can pat these all dry, then we can add on our seasonings and spices. I'll move this out the way real quick. Boom, got a towel, there we go, here we go. Let's get those patted nice and dry. Get as many seeds as we can. We are trying to use as much of this ingredient as we can, and like I said, y'all, save that skin, make a cute little broth. Vegetable broth comes in handy all the time, all year long, all season long. And I'm just adding all of my little seeds, and there's a lot less pulp on here. The boiling really worked out. I'm not mad at that. Boiling, boiling, we're boiling seeds, seeds, seeds. Boiling, it makes me sing. Boiling, seeds, seeds, seeds. Boiling, it makes me sing. Boiling, seeds. Boiling, it makes me sing. Boiling, seeds. Wow, this smells like my childhood. I don't know what it is about pumpkin. It just takes me back. It takes me back to when I was a kid. We used to cook with pumpkin all the time, y'all. It's inexpensive. You can use it a lot. My mom would make pumpkin muffins, which were really delicious. This is also great. You can make pumpkin muffins with this recipe. You can make pretty much everything with this recipe and with pumpkin. So let's pat these dry. Get a towel. I would prefer using a towel rather than a paper towel. That's just me personally, because I try to waste as little as possible. So there we go. Gonna get that nice and dry. And now I'm gonna transfer all of these seeds to a bowl. I'm gonna use a large bowl because it'll just be easier to control. Easier to control. Oh yeah, these are going great, y'all. Look at this. This is already so freaking fabulous. And now, back at it again with a little bit of oil. Spray that on there. And then, now like I said, y'all, you can season this. You can make it salty, spicy, sweet, sassy, savory. It doesn't really matter what you want to do. But for me, I'm going to be doing a little bit of some pumpkin spice, a little bit of some vanilla in there, maple syrup, salt. Ooh. So add in just a splash of maple syrup. You really don't need much because a little is going to go a long way. Boom, just like that. And then, ooh, pumpkin spice, y'all. Let's add that in. Yes. Pumpkin spice, pumpkin spice, pumpkin spice, spice. Everything's right with pumpkin, pumpkin spice, right. Everything's right, vanilla. Vanilla, just a splash to really make this a robust flavor, and then a splash of salt. You don't need much in there. And now let's mix that all together. Make sure that maple syrup and that pumpkin spice is all in there, y'all. These seeds came from our pumpkin, y'all. How cool is that? There we go. Mix it up. Oh, it smells good. Yo, why it already smell good though? What? Like, I low-key could eat it just like this, but I know I gotta bake them. So I'm gonna add just a little bit more of my pumpkin spice because that ish smells good, y'all. There she go, there she blow. Body, 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 body. There we go. Y'all see how I'm mixing this all together in my bowl. And now, grab yourself a baking sheet that is covered. Oh, here she goes. I like to use silicone whenever I am using my baking sheet with some. You can also use parchment paper, but silicone you can use over and over and over again. So here we go. I'm going to be adding all of my seeds. They got all that fierce flavor in there. Ooh, y'all, it smells like Cinnabon right here. Like pumpkin spice Cinnabon. And who would have known it's coming from some pumpkin seeds, y'all. So we got a sweet and we got a savory snack. Okay, y'all, let's do that. I'm about it. Look at that. Yay, 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 yay. Pumpkin seeds, everything you need. Pumpkin seeds, and it's zero waste. Yes, we are living for it. Ooh, and we have some extra drizzle that we can actually use on some pancakes, which is another thing you can make with this recipe. You could totally make some protein-packed pancakes, and instead of egg in the recipe, use our pumpkin puree, y'all. All right, so let's spread this out. I don't want any on top of each other. I want to make sure that it all can just roast up nice and cute. And I'm not exactly sure how long I'm gonna roast this up for. We're gonna give it a couple tests because I want them to be nice and crispy and crunchy. And I definitely don't want them to burn, I know that, but I want to cook them at the same time as my pumpkin pieces. So here we go. Here we go. There we go. All right, she's already cooking up real cute. Oh, and the Chinese 5 spice, she smells so fabulous. Okay, y'all, we are gonna answer some questions. All right, as soon as I'm done cleaning up and tidying up just a little bit, and I might make myself a little snack too, because I'm a bit hungry, so we might have that too, and we'll see what I can come up with. Are you gonna do more soul food savings? Absolutely, yes. I mean, I plan on doing that for, until I can't anymore. Like in the same way that I do like these live streams, which I love doing. I just wanna, just continuously bring people recipes that are cost effective. Even if they can't be like, oh my gosh, like it was $6. No, it wasn't $5. It doesn't really specifically, I'm not trying to focus on the specific dollar amount. It's more about recognizing that there are so many valuable vegan plant-based ingredients out there that aren't expensive, that aren't like $10 for a pack of. You can eat plant-based, and you can even shop at like Whole Foods plant-based, and you can eat so well. You get your protein, get your fiber, get your iron, get your B12. You can eat extremely well, and so that's kind of what it's more about doing. So yes, my love, I will be doing some more. I'm gonna go get a seat real quick though, y'all. So I can sit myself down while we chit chat, and I might make myself a little snack. Let's see what we have in the refrigerator actually, because I am a bit hungry, but I don't really feel like going about making a whole dish. Ooh, we have avocado. Okay, ooh, okay. Sometimes I just like some avocado, a little bit of sauce, and some black salt. So let's get that together. I'm gonna do that. That actually sounds really good. So I'm gonna do some avocado, nice, healthy fat, some black salt. Ooh, where is my everything bagel seasoning? I'm definitely doing that. Where you at, girl? There she is, there she is. This is my everything bagel seasoning. And then let me get myself a plate, y'all. All right. Got ourselves Ooh, a plate right here. My avocado, boom, boom. And then let me get myself some sauce too, because I'm a saucy kind of gal. I love sauce of all forms. Ooh, actually, I might take just a touch, just a sampling of Ace's little tofu scramble, just because I know that's good. And that needs to go inside. And then we're using sauce. Boom. Some little spicy sauce I did right here. So let's make a quick little snack. I'm just gonna show y'all. Literally, this is what I found in my fridge, and we're gonna eat this now because I'm hungry, and your girl got to eat. And this is quick and easy. It's protein packed. It's also got some fiber, some healthy fats in there. It's colorful, and we are keeping it delicious because that's how we always do it. Somebody said, can you be my friend on it? Ooh, I'm trying to be all y'all's friend. Listen, can you say hi, Karina? Oh, I did it. Hi, Karina. How you doing, girl? Somebody on Facebook asked me where I got these earrings. Oh man, these are, I want to say these are almost like from high school. Like they were from a while ago. Maybe even like a thrift store or a birthday. Somebody gave them to me for a gift. I'm not exactly sure off the top of my head, honestly. But I do know I like wearing them. And I love to wear stuff from my childhood because that way I don't gotta go shopping all the time, get a bunch of clothes every week, every month even. I can just use stuff, reuse stuff from my past because y'all, all this fashion stuff is coming back. All this new, you know, Gen Z kids are wearing, you know, stuff that I wore when I was like 12, maybe like 3rd grade. And so it's kind of crazy seeing everybody. I'm like, wow, do y'all know that this is literally what I wore too? All right, so I'm gonna do both halves of the avocado because this is my first meal of the day and I'm hungry. And you can serve this also with like a tortilla on the side or, you know, a piece of bread if you into that. I do love me some bread. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put on some black salt. Boom, just like that. Got avocado and black salt. Y'all see that right there? She cute. Ooh, it smells so good. And then I'm gonna scoop in a little bit of this plant-based tofu scramble, which is what we've been getting into lately since Ace has been eating more protein. We've been eating a lot of tofu. I haven't really been eating it, but I've been cooking it for him, and I like to sample it occasionally. I'm not really too big on the soy, but that's a whole other thing that I plan on doing, is doing a whole series about recipes that I think actually make tofu taste good. So we're gonna have to work on that too, because tofu for me, I don't know. That's why we're putting it in this. This is one of those recipes we're trying out today. So I got that. Now, I'm gonna put a little everything bagel seasoning on there. Oh, wow, this is already so cute, already. Like, this is fine by itself, honestly. Look at that, tofu stuffed avocados. And now I want a little drizzle of some sauce because I'm a saucy gal, and that's just how I am. I love a good sauce, a good creamy sauce. Boom, just like that, just a little in the middle. This is a very good little breakfast brunch little snack. Now, whoa, tangy and zingy and Now the best way to do this is great, this is fine, this is fabulous. Look at that, it's got everything we love, but it does need a little bit of freshness on top, which is where our micro cilantro or whatever, chopped spinach, chopped lettuce, it don't matter. Chopped green onions is gonna be your cheapest. Green onions is truly gonna be the cheapest fresh element that you can add on. And there we go, my loves. Y'all saw me make it like in 2 seconds. Avocado stuffed with some eggy tofu, got a little black salt in there, a little spicy tahini sauce. Ooh, I feel that spice. And then also some cilantro on top. So it's kind of got like a Latin flavor to it. And yeah, let's dig on in. Let's see how it is. Because I did not heat up the tofu, so let's see how that is. But it's all about the textures for me, to be honest. Okay. Yeah. I can't decide if I would like it better if the tofu was heated up, but it's not bad. It's the everything bagel seasoning. It tastes like everything bagel. Wow, it's like so many breakfasty things in one. It's like my mouth doesn't really know how to decide. Well, you know what's really good on this? I already know. I'm gonna go get it. Hot sauce or salsa. Either or. I think I'm gonna go for some hot sauce. And this is blue agave sriracha. So let's see how that goes. Sriracha, for me, sometimes it can be good. Sometimes it's just like, it just tastes like full-on sriracha. So look at that. I only put on just a little taste of it. Just like that. Boom. Just a touch of sriracha. Just need a little spice to it. You know what I'm saying? I don't like no bland food. There we go. Oh. Oh, wow. Wow. Oh, yeah. The sriracha. Wow. Why did that make... This is why we use sriracha, because it is so good. Wow. This is Yellow Bird brand right here. Boom. Yellow Bird. And it's made in Texas. Texas. It's got red jalapenos, blue agave nectar, organic distilled vinegar, garlic, salt, tangerine juice, which I absolutely love, lime juice, and guar gum, which is a little bit to thicken it up just a little bit. So these are, like, I would dare to say my favorite hot sauces. They're really good. They're tangy. They're zesty. The ingredients, I can read and understand them. So, Do I like Miracles or Macy's? I can't decide. Yes, she is vegan. Yes, y'all. I've been vegan for a little bit. It's been cute. It's been interesting. I've never doubted that it was for me. I was always just been like, oh wow, I feel healthier. What's your big three? I'm curious. You have such a beautiful personality and spirit. Ooh, I don't really know what big three is, but I'm assuming that means like big three words that kind of like speak to me or make me who I am. And I would say truth, trust, and patience. Those are truly the things that just ground me as an individual, as a human being. I believe in speaking truth. I believe in hearing truth. I believe in living your truth. I believe in existing in your truth at all times. I believe in being true to the people who you love, to your partner, in all forms, leaning into truth, because it's made me so happy. So it's just like, I just can't stop. And then I believe in trust. That, but I bet it's all the same as what I'm saying. It's all aligned. It's all just like, okay, she's got the truth sign and the trust sign and the patience sign. But yeah, trust and patience, those two are so important. Patience has been the hardest for me just because I'm impatient. I want things now. Okay, I meant zodiac sign, if you're into that. I'm into this bite real quick, but okay. Oh. So, let me know if you've heard of the word Ophiuchus, or you've ever heard of the sign Ophiuchus, because that's what I am. That's what I looked it up. It's the new updated version. I'm Ophiuchus, and I actually, reading up on it, I aligned with it in a way that I could align with it. I'm not really too big on astrology, even though I understand that as human beings, as just animals, as living beings, in my understanding of how the universe works, we all came from the stars, right? So before the earth, there was, well, we understand obviously nothing, right? There was nothing that we can conceptualize. But for me, I believe that whatever substances, particles, atoms, neutrons, all that goodness that creates the elements of the earth, that was made from the things of the solar system, the stars, right? So I can totally understand as how to humans, living beings are aligned with the solar system, because it makes sense. It's almost like we are made from that. If you look at like, all right, so earth was made, right? And then the sun beams down on earth and allows it to have living beings on it. So to me, it's like, okay, I can totally understand how that all makes sense. Obviously, everybody has their own different beliefs, depending on, you know, just how you grew up or whatever religion you believe in, but it doesn't really matter what you believe in. What matters is, are you a good person? Do you like lean into kindness? Do you follow the fruit of the spirit? Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, leaning into those things. I think that's really what matters at the end of the day. And we're gonna check in on our seeds and our things over here, y'all. Ooh, oh, ooh, it's spicy. Wow, 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 spicy and smelling good. Okay, pumpkin needs a little bit more time. Carrot definitely needs a little more time. These seeds, though, let's see how these seeds are doing. She looking kind of cute. I'm not mad. I'm gonna get a quick seed. Let's see. Come on over, seed. Come on over, seed. Yeah, yeah. Come on over, seed. Ooh, it's hot. I'm not trying not to burn myself with the seeds. She is hot and fresh. All right, we're gonna leave her off to the side because she's very, very hot. Mmm. Wow. Mmm. Somebody asked me what religion I am. I don't really like claim one. I kind of just like align with the universe at all times. I was raised a bunch of different religions. My family went from like Southern Baptist to Catholic to Jehovah's Witness to Muslim to just so many. I didn't even know the names of some of them. So for me, I kind of just had like a world understanding of like, okay, everyone wants the same thing, which is love. They all want somebody to care for them. They all want somebody to let them know it's all gonna be good. So that's where like faith comes in. Yeah, so I don't really claim a religion. I guess I'm spiritual, but I pray. I do pray every single day. I pray in different ways, whether it be like, it's mostly me and my husband just like talking and just giving gratitude. Right? You can call it gratitude, giving gratitude, or expressing gratitude. It doesn't have to be to some crazy being in the sky. It doesn't have to be to the sun. It could be to whatever. What is a food you have not tried yet, but you hope to try? I mean, there's so many. There are so many. I mean, I would like to taste different kinds of plant-based meats that come out, just to see like what people are doing, what they're experimenting. I would love to try like all different kinds of mushrooms, because I think that would be really fun as well. Wow, this is so good as well. But I also want to mess around with, like I said, I want to mess around with tofu. I want to mess around with chickpeas. I want to cook around with like pumpkin seeds. I want to see what I can do. Just to experiment. No. This is really good. I'm gonna have to save that other half for later. Oh, and I completely forgot. I have a stuffed sweet potato too. All right, so this is nice and crispy, and it's got the cinnamon on it. It's got the maple syrup. Ooh. Okay. Sweet, spicy, I think. Wow. No, those are really good. They're kind of more to chew on, but I'm gonna let it bake a little bit longer so it's got a little bit more crispiness to it. But it's really good, y'all. Like, the flavor is delicious. Wow. Good avocado too. So good. Let's see what's happening on in there, y'all. Oh, beautiful. The pumpkin seeds are popping. We're popping pumpkin seeds, y'all. I didn't even know that was really a thing. I've never heard them pop before. But then again, the last time I made this, I wasn't really paying attention to what was happening. I was like in the other room. It was like when I was in college. Yeah, it was college around like Easter time. I don't know why I was cooking with pumpkin around Easter, but I just wanted to make pumpkin soup. And I was like, let me do something with these seeds. I was working on other stuff, so. Hello, I see you popping. What's in the avocado, you ask? I put some tofu scramble in there, which I never thought I would even say the word. I never even thought I would say the words tofu scramble, but here we are saying it. I also have some spicy sauce, which I put some tahini in there. And that's from my elote burger recipe, which is coming out soon. Some Indian black salt, as well as some everything bagel seasoning, some sriracha. I think that's everything, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it looks like everything. It's not bad. I'm not mad at it. I kind of want more of the tofu to go along with the avocado too, but the sriracha really made it all come together. I'm not gonna lie. It added that little sweet heat, which just needed a little more dynamic. She is good. All right. I'm gonna save the other half and put this in the refrigerator. And let's see, actually. I have a little sweet potato right here, y'all. I literally just made this quick. Sweet potato right here. Boom. And we're gonna heat that up. How did you go to culinary school? How did you venture into this platform? Thank you. You love my songs and such. Well, I will tell you, my love. I actually did not go to culinary school. I never went to culinary school. I've worked in a lot of culinary places and experiences. In college, I started working in my school cafeteria, and I went through like a mini culinary school training very quick, and I was like, okay, well, this experience was a learning experience for sure. And that was kind of like my work study program. Excuse me. And then I actually like opened up a restaurant in 2019, was it 2018? 2018. I opened up a restaurant with a friend, and so I was able to have that experience, whether it be creating a menu, creating just the whole concept of the restaurant in general. And then in 2018, I started incorporating more singing into my recipe creation. So at first I was nervous to kind of share my recipes. I was doing more like catering and meal prep and stuff like that for my friends and family, and you know, wherever I could get the word out. But then I was like, okay, let me start sharing my recipes because people want to know what they are. But I was so nervous. I was just scared to let people, you know, try them out because I wasn't sure if the measurements will be right or anything like that. But, you know, I just started, you know, trying things and writing it down and just putting in a little bit more extra effort, and it really paid off. And now that's what I do full time, is write down recipes and create them and dream them up, think of them. And it's pretty fun. Let's go see about this sweet potato real quick, y'all. I'm gonna heat it up just a little bit more. Yes. Oh, I'm excited. It has chili in there. I put some mushrooms in there. I also have some sauce in there, which you know I love some sauce. I think there's avocado in there, which I should not put into the microwave, to be honest. Avocado does not belong in the microwave. Take it off before and then add on the avocado later. Hello, you said hi. Yes. Hello, hello, my love. You love my crystal bracelets. Thank you so much. This is definitely my favorite one right here. Look at all that color. Red, the orange, the little brown, yellow, the green, the blue, and the two different kinds of purples, right? And then we have all that purple. It's like it was made for me. I saw it and I was like, you the one right there. I see you, girl. All right, how are we doing with this sweet potato? Oh, she looking cute. She is looking delicious. Why not? Let's add on a little bit of sriracha. Why not, y'all? Because we getting crazy with it. Beautiful. And normally I really don't like sriracha like that, but you know, I'm feeling kind of crazy, feeling kind of fun, feeling kind of free. And we gonna dig on in. All right, so like I said, this has chili in it. I made a quick bean corn and red onions, some tomatoes and seasoning. Very simple. And then I added in some mushrooms as well, avocado, a creamy like almond sauce in there. Ooh, it's so good. Oh, so good. Oh, I wish I could read with it. I wish live streams had translations. I really wish that. Yes. Where did I get these bracelets? I actually got it from a local artist at a vegan festival. Are you surprised? I get everything from vegan festivals. And this shirt I actually got from, shout out my girl, Aphomia. Last time I saw her, she was like, girl, you want this shirt? I said, girl, I'll take it. Oh. So good. Oh, no. Oh, snap. Y'all, they got a little burnt. They got a little burnt. And if y'all hear the fire thing go off, you know what happened. Hold on just a second, y'all. Hey, hey, hey. Do the fire dance, do the fire dance. I knew it. I knew it would happen. I saw it. All right, y'all. We're going to get this fire going now. Do you mind helping me with this one? Let me just press that button right up there. Yes. All right. Some of them are burnt, but some of them can be saved. So we're going to save some of them, y'all. We're going to make it happen. Ooh, yes. And the ones that will be saved, I will eat you. Ooh. Yes. Thank you so much. Oh, she said, never mind, girl. Ooh. Beautiful. All right, y'all. Thank you so much. Queen. I have my wonderful queen and assistant here helping me out today. Because if you could tell, things get crazy. Come on now. But I do have a couple seeds that look delicious, and I am going to eat them because I worked hard on these seeds, okay? I can't let them fall just like that. All right. Ooh, and these ones are roasted. Ooh, they are cute. Look at that, y'all. Roasted pumpkin seeds. Look at that. All right. They're crispy. They're crunchy. But very crispy. Oh! They actually good, y'all. I can still taste the pumpkin, the maple. Look at that. Y'all see that right there? All right, so I baked them a little bit too long, but some of them, these ones came out good though. I'm not too mad at these ones. Wow. Oh, these ones have the perfect amount of crispiness to crunchiness to sweetness. Wow. Okay. All right. Not a total failure, but we gotta pay a little bit more attention. That's what we learned from this whole situation, y'all. Wow. That is a cute little snack, y'all. Okay, now let's see. Let's check in and see how our pumpkin be. Now, like I said, you want to make sure you can pierce it with a fork or a knife. So let's grab a knife right here. Ooh, pumpkin, pierceable. Carrot, ooh, carrot, almost pierceable, but not quite there, y'all. Not quite there. But the pumpkin, she cute. She real cute. In fact, I'm gonna take out just a piece of the pumpkin, put that off to the side because I'm gonna taste that by itself, see how she's doing. But I'm gonna let those carrots, that's kind of a fun dance. Hey, shake the vegetable. All right. Ooh. So we got our carrots, we got our pumpkin, we got some of our seeds, some of the other seeds got a little crazy. Grayson, you want to be a part of the video? I know, Grayson. Are you asking me to pick you up? He hates being picked up. He hates it at all points. All All right, here's our little pumpkin. Pumpkin is ready, cooked up. Ooh, hot. Very hot, but good. Mmm. 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 It's good, even though it doesn't have any like sweetness or even saltiness on there. It still has really good flavor on there too, y'all. So now I'm gonna have a little bit of sweet potato. I'm having all the orange things today, y'all. The chili flavor, the black bean, there's a little bit of lime in there, cilantro. Oh, it's good, y'all. I made this last night and I was like, I need more. So somebody said, I want to be vegan, but I love seafood. I don't know how to say this any other than the fact that seafood, she don't love you. You may love seafood, but she don't love you back. It's not a mutual relationship. The thing about seafood is like, number one, no matter where you're getting the seafood from, it's gonna have lice, it's gonna have worms, it's gonna have all this crazy stuff because fish are eating other fish. So there's a lot of diseases, bacteria, and all this extraness going on if you're eating wild fish, right? But then if you're eating farmed fish, they have the diseases that are communal within the community of fish. So you got the lice. It's just nasty. It's just nasty. But you're more than welcome to research it on your own. Just what it's really like in a fish farm. Just research it, y'all. Find out. The fish ain't exactly the healthiest way. You may be like, oh, it has certain vitamins and minerals that I need. Guess what? You got seaweed, you got nori, you got so many other incredible ways to get everything you need in your body. In fact, seaweed has iron and B12 in it, y'all. So if people are concerned for you, like, oh, where do I get my iron? Where do I get my B12? Where I get this? Where I get that? Seaweed, shiitake mushrooms, there's something for everything. Now, if you're looking for texture and taste, the easiest way to satisfy that craving of like, oh, I want a fishy flavor, maybe a fishy texture, for me, I love trumpet mushrooms, or I love like king oyster mushrooms are really great. They have lobster mane mushrooms. There's so many different mushrooms that already take on the flavor, excuse me, the seafoody flavor. If you just marinate them in some seaweed flakes, a little bit of some sesame oil, liquid aminos, or even like vegan fish sauce, which they make. Yes, they make vegan everything, y'all. If you marinate in that for like a few hours and then cook it up, yo, it'll be really, really tasty. So just experiment. Try not eating the seafood and see how you feel. And see maybe, okay, what if I make a cute little vegan version of this? See what goes on, y'all. I'll never be vegan. I'm bratwurst, you are bratwurst and baked beans today, but I would eat broccoli every day and portobello mushrooms. Oh, I love that. I love that. You don't have to be vegan. That's all good, my love. I ain't gonna judge you. I'm not the one. I'm not the girl to do that. But I personally, I love being vegan, plant-based. It just makes me feel really good, y'all. Ooh, let's see. I got a plug in one of my phones, y'all. So let's go in. Hello, Facebook. Y'all getting charged today. Ooh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Hey, there we go. There we go. There we go. Hey. All right, y'all. Ooh, and y'all sorted. Beautiful, beautiful. So yeah, and then somebody said, I love meat. Oh, that's cute. Meat, like I said about the fish, you may love meat, but meat don't love you. There's not a lot of people going to the hospital because they ate too much fruit and vegetables. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know why there's so many people with health problems and conditions and diseases and things going on. Why their diets all seem the same? This is strange. And then what's really cool is when you start to recognize, why is everybody who's still healthy, got energy, what is common? They eat vegetables. Literally. So that's okay if you love meat. I don't judge you, but you know, that's not my choice by any means, in any form or fashion, okay? Hello, hello. Yes, you said hi. So what are you gonna make with pumpkin spice? With the pumpkin puree, pumpkin spice puree. Okay, so with this, you can do so many things. Like I said, I'm making a soup in there, pumpkin. You can even add it into like your coffee drink or your morning drink, your smoothies, with a little bit of frozen banana or frozen mango or frozen pineapple even. That'd be so delicious. Add it into, if you're gonna make like a plant-based cheesecake, add it into there to make it like fall and festive. Into cinnamon rolls. It don't matter, y'all. Add it into your dessert. Add it into your savory food. To make a broth, to make just, add it on as a spread in between some bread. We just rhyming all day. Brazil watching you, and now I'm watching Brazil. Thank you. And because those reasons, I'll follow you and a few other vegans that ease me into it. Welcome. Ease yourself on in, honey. Ease yourself on in. Let's see. All right. What is vegan wine? I want to be vegan and wonder what animal products are regular wine. Real quick, do you mind closing the door for me real quick? Thank you so much. Yes, yes. Closing the door so you can hear more. Closing the door so you can hear. Vegan wine, I don't know off the top of my head, to be honest, because I don't really drink alcohol like that. I have drank alcohol before, but I'm not crazy about drinking. I'm not like a wine person or a wino or anything like that. That's just not for me personally. I don't like the way I feel after I drink. But what I would do is literally just Google vegan wine brands and, you know, see what comes up. Let's see. Thank you for sharing your saving series. It's been so helpful. Y'all, I appreciate that because I was low-key like nervous to do it at first. I was just like, I don't know how people are gonna take this. I know people really like the singing. So I was like, I gotta keep the singing part in there, but I really wanna do a series of sorts, but I wanna do it my own way. So I'm really appreciative that you guys appreciate it, and that just means I'm just gonna be I'm gonna be doing some tacos. Don't tell nobody, but tacos are coming up next in the soul food saving recipe. It's gonna be sweet potato, black bean, chickpea, and lentil tacos. They're gonna be so good, y'all. With some sweet potato too. I want to do everything you do, but it's hard to find some ingredients here in Brazil. No doubt. That's why I also created the soul food saving recipe or the series, because I really wanted to find a way that people could create plant-based recipes and they didn't need the fancy cheeses or the fancy this or the fancy meats or anything like that. They could literally just create it from like lentils and vegetables and chickpeas and flour and oats and simple things that you can find all across the globe. So hopefully that's more helpful. I will be coming out with crazier recipes that you probably can't find in Brazil, some of the ingredients, but some recipes maybe they're just for you to just look and aspire to, and maybe you make your own ingredients too, because it's really easy to make vegan cheese out of cashew or even coconut milk. It's also easy to make plant-based eggs out of mung bean. So if you can get your hands on some mung bean or even some chickpea flour, boom, you got this. All right, let me get one more bite of my sweet potato. Oh, it's so good. And then, let's see how these carrots doing. All right, just a little bit longer with our carrots. I'm gonna let them go. So in the chili, I added in some, chili is so simple to make, number one. But first I added in some red pepper or some red onion, diced it up really thin. And then I just added in the mushrooms first, so I got them nice and soft. That's where you could add in like bell peppers or any other vegetables you have. And then throw in your beans, like if you have black beans or kidney beans or chickpea or lentil, throw those in with the broth. I always like using the same broth. Throw in some tomatoes. You can get them fresh or you can get them canned. And then throw in some corn. I used some fresh corn that I was chopping up that I got for another recipe. And just utilize everything, season it up, fajita seasoning or even chili, smoked paprika, a little bit of maple syrup, just to balance out that spiciness with that sweetness. And then I always, always, always love to add in a fresh herb, whether it be green onion or cilantro, and mix that in. Let that soak into the beans and the flavors as well. Just so it has layers. I want layers. And then you can use that chili in so many different things. You can put it into a sweet potato like this, or you can use it in a taco, in a taquito, on a tostada. It's so many. Hello from Costa Rica. Yes, I love that. Costa Rica. What time is it over there in Costa Rica? Let me know. Have you made chickpea flour egg recipe? I have, and it's actually in Cosmopolitan magazine. So go to my website, onegreatvegan.com, and you'll be able to go to my press section and you'll be able to find it. I got you. Very simple. Boom, boom, boom. One Great Vegan, press, gong, gong, gong. All right. I made a really decent red onion soup, or not red onion, just onion soup with grilled chicken leftover and carrots. And of course, I added water because onion soup canned is so potent. Ooh, I know what you're talking about, like onion soup from a can, almost like Campbell's version. Oh yeah, it's very, very strong and thick, the onion soup. I like to always make my own, or my own condensed soups on my own. Make them fresh, because number one, is going to be more inexpensive in the long run. It's going to taste better, and it's going to be healthier. It's not going to have any of those additives in there as well. Let's see. I appreciate your videos. You make it very fun and yummy. You have a beautiful singing voice. Blessings to you. Blessings to your spirit and your soul. I love that you are here, and I'm so happy that I'm able to share. Honestly, I'm just grateful that I get to do this every day, that I get to cook and sing and dance and vibe and just be a being of light. You know, there's people on this earth that are beings of love and light, and there's people of this earth who choose other paths. But the way I see it is by eating plants, by not harming anyone in the process of me thriving. And even the best part is that I get to be so healthy doing it. By doing that, I'm able to just exist fully, and I'm able to not have to bring any of that negative, bad vibrations onto my body, into my body, or to anybody I know. I don't got to be a part of that. So that's my favorite part about being plant-based. You look pretty today, okay? Look at yourself. Recognize you. Pretty sees pretty. I love that. Thank you. Thank you. I'm wearing thrift pants backwards. These are that's technically the front way. Thrift pants backwards. I'm going for like a little, you know, Gen Z outfit vibe today, throwing things that are actually from literally that time, back in like the 90s. These are 90s pants, kind of hammer style pants. And then this, like I said, is for my girl, Aphomia. She hooked me up with a cute little backlist. I was nervous to wear it because I was like, is it too close to my skin complexion? Is it gonna look weird? But then I popped on this little scarf, which I definitely got this from a birthday gift when I was like 16 from a good friend. I don't remember which friend because, you know, I was 16. A lot has changed since then, but I appreciate it. So shout out to the friends who give you gifts that you still wearing today, especially gifts that you can dance with like this. Yes, just like that. All right, I saw one more thing and then we're gonna blend it up. Yes, beautiful soul, beautiful soul. You've got a beautiful soul. You've got a soul, beautiful soul, beautiful soul. You got it all under control. Beautiful soul, beautiful soul. You got it all under control. Beautiful soul, beautiful soul. You got it all under control. Check it out, y'all. We have got it under control. And that's why we're making this incredible bowl, AKA pumpkins. We are roasting these pumpkins up. Now let me get this all together. So I've got myself a blender. I'm gonna make a cute little puree real quick. I've got my pumpkin and my carrot, and they are roasted up. And we're just gonna add that into here. And then I'm gonna add in just a splash of some water. You can add in vegetable broth, you can add in some plant-based milk, you can add in oil, you can add in butter. It doesn't really matter, but some kind of liquid ingredient that is going to help this come along and help it all come together and blend until it's creamy and smooth. So just add everything into your blender. If y'all can't tell, I love these blender recipes. So get yourself a blender, y'all, whether it be a small one or a big one, get yourself a blender. All right, let's add in a splash of some water. Do you mind actually grabbing me a little bit more water? Yes, thank you so much. And I'm gonna blend this up, and if we need to add in a little bit more water, we'll do that as well, y'all. All right, now let's get this going, get this flowing. Oh, she was hot. There we go. Yeah. All right, we're gonna add in a little bit more water. Yes. Oh, your timing is impeccable. Thank you, queen. Yes, pour in just a splash of water. Let's say no more than 2 cups. You definitely don't need more than 2 cups to make this nice, silky smooth. Ah, yes, look at her. Y'all, as I'm munching on my seeds, y'all about to see the magic come together. Wow, pumpkin. Every time I smell it, I'm like, wow, that reminds me of my family just cooking pumpkin, huge batches of pumpkin. I'm making that ish last. All right, so I blended it up, a little bit of water, and now we're gonna pour it into our container. This is what we're gonna use for whatever else we want to. You can store this in the freezer. You can turn this into cubes and freeze it up and add it into a smoothie. Like I said, you can turn this into ice cubes to put into a coffee drink. It doesn't really matter, y'all. You can do so many different things. Go ahead and Google, what can I do with pumpkin puree? And how can I make it delicious? And while you're doing that, be sure to go get yourself a copy of my cookbook, Colorful Home Cooking with your girl, Gabrielle Reyes. As I still chew on this little seed. And you can actually get a cookbook, and it has a lot of really good pumpkin recipes in there too. You can get it at onegreatvegan.com. onegreatvegan.com. Yeah. And there, y'all, you'll be able to find everything to heal your body, feed your soul, and make some incredible pumpkin-tacular recipes, okay? So until then, y'all, be sure to let your girl know if you need any other kinds of recipes. Comment, share, let the good world know about how you trying to glow, okay? And don't forget to always sing your song, do your dance, which is personally one of my favorite parts, just like that. And always, 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 no matter what, speak your truth. Yes, speak it out loud. I will see you all next time. Goodbye, my loves. One great vegan, one great